Todd Coy served as athletic director at South Hamilton for 26 years, as well as being head football coach for 14 years and head wrestling coach for 11 years.
I think watching my dad and the relationships that he had with his athletes was something that I wanted to do. The way he impacted lives was something that I thought would be awesome, and it has been. So the impact that you have on kids and the relationships that you build, whether it be with your staff, community members, or your athletes, is rewarding. He never moved the family, didn't want to upset the family, and we kind of did the same thing. We fell in love with the community, and I slowly progressed. I started as a language arts teacher for 2 years, and then PE. And then in 1997, a good friend of mine, Mike Penning, was the athletic director. He passed away, and I was asked to step into the role of AD, and I've been there ever since.
During his tenure as AD at South Hamilton, the boys and girls programs won 38 Heart of Iowa Activities Conference Championships and had 24 teams qualify for the IGSAU or IHSAA state tournaments. South Hamilton also hosted over 50 IGHSAU and IHSAA regional district tournament contests during Todd's time as AD.
The ability to hire and the ability to work with great coaches. I strongly believe in servant leadership. I worked with my coaches. I wasn't their boss. If anything, I think they would probably say that I worked for them to make sure our programs were successful. I strongly believe in educational athletics. Like I said, my dad was a really successful football coach. I think he was 189-22 over his career at Mosinee. So when I went into coaching, I knew wins and losses weren't anything I was going to be able to compete with him on. So educational athletics and bringing value to our programs and making sure everybody in our programs feel valued and appreciated. I think I've been really fortunate to work with coaches that bought into that as well. Coaching my own boys was special, but I think we're unique at South Hamilton. We are by far the smallest school in our conference. We're a 1A, small 2A school competing against 3A, some 4A schools. And the pride that our community has, the chip on the shoulder that we play with, the fact that we're willing to compete and have success. That's probably the most special part, is just our ability to compete as the small kid on the block, and not just the competition for our athletes, but the community support as well. Small town, but have the ability to follow as well as anybody in our conference as well. So if we're playing in a state event, you can lock the doors to Jewel, Iowa, because nobody's there.
Todd served on the IHSADA board for 3 years, representing the Central District. In 2019, Todd received the IHSAA Administrator Service Award. Todd is the acting Heart of Iowa Athletic Conference Commissioner.
You can't be a successful AD, you can't do this for 26 years if your family doesn't buy in. It's a way of life. My boys were born and raised hanging out in gyms, wrestling mats, on the football field, at track meets forever. Our family meals twice a week came from the concession stand, and my wife, Missy, bought into that and supported that. She did some coaching too as well. So without that support, it's not possible. But if you do buy in, it's a great life.
Todd oversaw the following South Hamilton athletic facility projects: creation of the Mike Penning Athletic Complex, the new all-weather track project, the new weight room and wrestling room projects, installed irrigation on the athletic fields, replacement of the all-weather track project, new Musco lights on the football field, addition of the finish line timing building, upgrade addition to the football press box, and addition of team rooms under the home bleachers.
The importance and the rewards of actually being involved and going through the director's roles, and that's been rewarding, and I'm glad I would throw that out to new ADs. Get involved in the Iowa High School Athletic Directors Association, because it's worth it. Truthfully, I'm not very comfortable. I like to be behind the scenes, but I'm humbled by it. I've been part of the Iowa High School Athletic Directors Association for 30 years, and the administrators, the athletic leaders that we have that are members of the Hall of Fame, I've had the privilege to work with, I've respected a great deal. They're just great people, and to even be considered as part of that, it's humbling and it's special.
Hall of Famer Todd Coy.